And welcome back to Vanessa's podcast. And I hope everybody's enjoying this Sunday and taking a break from it all and just breathing and relaxing and just learning to be at peace with all the things that you have going and everything around you, your family, your friend, your job, your hobbies, whatever it is that you worry about. So today I figure that it was time to try to figure out what we all want so we can figure out what and how we're going to fulfill the emptiness and reach the needs of being not half full but full. So what do we want? So how do we figure out wants? So lately I listened to my favorite podcast, as I always mention, Psychology in Seattle, and this time was a YouTube live video like he does often. Kirk Honda, he answers to his fan emails, and to end his episode, he said, so what do we all want? How can we answer that? So the one tip that he said was ask this question a few times during the day. And I thought that was genius. It was a really great way to help someone who's unaware of any type of problem that they might have, or any sort of analogy in a therapeutic world, who is completely oblivious to self-help and to how to help themselves. So some people, believe it or not, they have never even gone as far as even realizing that they need help, or even seeking help, or even know how to start, or even want to. So I thought his way of explaining how to get started on at least finding way to feel some kind of relief towards any sort of worries that we might be creating in our mind for the future is just to figure out what we want. So a lot of people don't know what they want. So how do we do that? Like he says, mention it over and over. So okay, let's start with 20 times a day. So during the course of a day, each time let's say you gotta find some kind of ritual thing that you do. So you're gonna, let's say you use the mirror when you go brush your teeth or you go in the bathroom and you look at yourself. So each time you're gonna look at yourself in the mirror, you're gonna ask yourself 5 times in a row, let's say. You're gonna say, what do I want? What do I want? What do I want? What do I want? And so as he explained, at first, you're going to have blank. You're going to have blank vision. So if you have never asked yourself this question, or never gone as far as trying to seek help, or just being aware of who you are, or what your situation are, or what you actually want in life, you might feel like a big loser. That's what he was explaining. Because you might come to realization that there's nothing. That you look like you are nothing, and there's nothing in your wants, nothing that you know when you want. So you might feel stupid or clueless or whatever. But don't let this feeling stop you from keep going. So we say it's a totally normal outcome for the people to, after a while, they keep asking the same question and over, and not the same answer comes and pops up. Because your subconscious has not been able to communicate with your consciousness for so long because of all the chaos you have put him through, and you are not able to be at peace or calm with yourself. You are not able to hear the actual answer. You may be able to hear an answer when you create in your conscious mind, and it might have been influenced by others. So what you want is to be able to create the subconscious answer that is going to feel good, and that it means that it will come naturally to you without force. Tiny little voice. It's going to be like a whisper. It's going to be so small you're barely going to hear it, but you'll be able to if you at quiet. So if you are doing a meditation, group meditation, mindfulness exercise, mind focus training, any sort of things that's going to calm you, and you'll be able to concentrate. So again, do this exercise all day. Do that for a few days. Do that for 5 days. Do that for a week. And so ask yourself again and again, what do I want? What do I want? What do I want? And don't be shocked. Like I said, at first you're gonna have nothing. You're gonna feel stupid. You're gonna have all kind of bullshit answer. It's not gonna make sense. And after you're doing that mental exercise a few times, you'll be able to finally clear some pathways and come up to actual real answer. So I would say if you have never done that, you probably need to do that for at least 2 or 3 weeks continuously. Make it a routine. Don't give up. Make it as an important thing in your life. So each time we do that, we put a priority on something that matters, then we get results. If you don't put a priority on this, you put a priority on something else, like put priority on something you are going to buy at the store, or a place you're going to go eat, or just something you must do right now, then you might put that aside, that you're going to neglect it, and as anything else in your life and you didn't feel that it was very important at the moment, you will neglect. So you will neglect, and then you will not get the answer. Then you'll be disappointed. And then automatically you're going to go into that defense mechanism on saying, I've done the exercise, it gave me no result, I'm done. It's bullshit or something. It's the same as somebody who's trying to lose weight and they will say, I try a week, didn't work. This is not working. Not working because they didn't make it priority. They didn't fully concentrate, didn't fully do it the way it's supposed to be done. And so they didn't see any result. So this is not science, mathematics. This is not very complicated. This does not require you to have a high IQ. This just requires you to be at peace, to be honest with yourself when you're doing it, and to be able to listen. So listen to further whisper. So first, as I said, it's going to be a lot of loud voice. You're going to hear all type of things about what you think you want. You're just going to keep on pushing it, and you're going to be shocked to see that maybe after you 100 times asking the same question, you hearing complete different answers which never even came across your mind in a year. So that will mean that you haven't even put priority on your want, or even figuring out what you want, or even getting close to an answer. Sometimes people go through many coach, or willing to spend thousands of dollars to get those answers in the wrong places. Why don't you put this bet that's free, costs no money, on yourself this time by putting this a priority and figuring out on your own. Maybe you don't need anybody. Maybe maybe it's time when you tell yourself when you're smart enough, intelligent enough to figure this out on your own. So, so when you do that, like I use the mirror reference, but you can do that maybe when you're driving, of course, being careful. You do that when you are in an elevator, maybe when you're doing your night walk, maybe when you are working out. That's another good time when you're just allowing more oxygen in your body to enter, and your blood flow is pumping and you're feeling good, oxygenated, and in focus. So make sure when you are really stress-free, at peace, and you're doing this seriously. So if you want answer, that's how you're gonna have to do it. So ask yourself over and over, and take the time I know it take. I would suggest at least 2 weeks, and don't do it when you really can't, you're too busy. And then just write down those answers. Be honest, and the first day, at the end of the day, go ahead and write down all the answers that you got. So at the end of each day, do that. So when you reach your second week, or if you went to 3 weeks, then whenever you think you're going to be done with the exercise, and see what you came up with at the end, the total end. See what you came up with. What you came up with might still be wrong, because it really depends on how honest you were with yourself, and how calm you were, and how how you have been dealing with your issue in the past, or maybe you had some enormous blockage not allowing you to see the truth, or it could be so many factors. So you not automatically are going to get the subconscious answer that you're seeking at the end of the exercise. So if that's the case, if it feels like it's not right, that then you need more time, then you might need more time. If you feel it, and you can go with a gut, with a feeling, if you feel that at the end it went from a drastic change, and it's possible when you had opened up some memory lapse, in the past, and some things that you might have won in the past, and just like kind of brought up a light bulb moment to you, and then you kind of feel right, then that might be actually right. So really go by the feeling at the end of exercise, and see what you have wrote down. And if you want, share this answer with me, and we can analyze that. I will be glad to help you. So after that, basically, being able to know you want, you'll be able to fulfill your needs, and by doing that, it will allow you to be more complete with yourself. So more at peace, more complete, and actually going after your real wants will bring you more freedom in your life. And so that's the main purpose of the exercise, is to bring you more peace, more freedom, and just actually get the things that you do internally really want. So I wish you good luck. I hope that you will make this a priority, and do something about it. So wish you the best, and I see you all next time with my new guest. I'm not sure when, but it should be shortly on my next episode. See you next time.